Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, like and subscribe. And if you hear toys rattling, it's because my kids are playing right over there. Today I'm just gonna throw on some makeup. I'm going to the pumpkin patch with my kids. I used the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm going to try out the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Tinted Moisturizer. I'm going to mix that with a hint of my Ilia foundation. So how is everybody feeling on this gorgeous, fantastic, wonderful, marvelous day? So I'm just doing a light beat. I'm not trying to have anything heavy. That's why I'm using a tinted moisturizer. I am gonna get some pictures taken. I mean, nothing professional, but I am gonna take some pictures with the kids at the pumpkin patch and make some fond memories, maybe buy a pumpkin or what have you. I'm loving the way this is looking. It's not too heavy, it's not too much, it's just the right amount of like coverage. I'm now going in with the Fenty cream bronzer. I really do miss school. Not in the sense of that I want to send my kid back because of I want the luxury of not having to help her in school. Nothing in regards to that. I don't mind actually helping her. I feel like she might listen better. The reason I miss traditional school so much is because I'm going to set with the Too Faced Peach, perfect peach, something peachy, peach. However, the reason I miss traditional school is just for the simple fact of getting to hang out with other kids. You know, like having playmates at the playground, getting to be a kid and run and play and have fun and all of the above is no longer something kids get to think about or do. Now it's like, oh, mom and dad are my teacher. And on a slightly heavier note, I feel like it's a good thing because it's bringing light to poor children who are in not so good situations at home. And I'm sure everybody can understand as to what I'm referring to and referencing. And I just feel like it brings light to those situations and maybe possibly getting children out of situations that they don't belong in. Me, getting kids out of a situation that isn't that great, but wouldn't have otherwise been brought to attention, whether it be of the teachers or the school or whatever. It wouldn't have normally been brought to anyone's attention because it would have been done at home. The kids wouldn't have been seen, but now these kids are being seen because they're in front of a camera, in front of their teachers. And I'm happy to see that it's helping in a sense. But besides that heavy topic, how's everyone feeling? Like, how are your kids doing in school? So, you hold this one, so I'm going in with the BH Chocolate Cherry Truffle Blush Palette, and I think I'm going to take a hint of this peachy shade. I'm just going to kind of mix these three out here in this outer corner. So across my nose, the bridge of my nose, drape it a little bit. I really like that blush palette. Ooh. Now I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury face powder. Oh. And I'm just gonna kind of dust this everywhere to try and tone down what I may have overdone. Oh, baby. So I'm gonna take my Kaleidos Space Highlighter and Comet Catcher. Okay, so I had to nurse. So now that I'm back, I'm going to go in with my highlighter. I love this freaking highlighter. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, 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 yes. So I'm gonna go in with the Nomad by Juvia's Place. And I'm gonna take this yellow, this orange, and this like dirty mustardy green shade. 2020 has been a roller coaster. I have been a roller coaster of emotions. I'm super thankful for having my sons in 2020. It gave me such a nice little happy outlet during this like hectic, crazy time. I'm so sorry if you can hear my children making all of that ruckus over there. But I'm so happy to have had my sons. I feel like they just gave this crazy time meaning. What are some brands that you love? What are some things that are like your staples? Like if you were on an island and you're stranded and you could only have like 5 of your favorite makeup products, what would you pick? I would pick foundation, not foundation, but like a CC cream, a tinted moisturizer, a lightweight like the Ilia foundation, because I can sheer that out, or it can be pretty full coverage for a foundation serum. But I would pick something like that. I would pick brows, bronzer, highlight, but not just like any highlight, like something like the Kaleidos ones, like intergalactic kind of. I would pick eyeshadow because I don't feel like I need a ton to cover up. I don't have a ton to cover up, and my dark circles aren't that crazy. I feel like foundation or a light tinted moisturizer totally would cover that, no problem. I would want eyeshadow because sometimes, so I would pick eyeshadow because it is like an art form for me, so it would help me to express myself. And I think if you were on an island deserted, you would need that, you know, like the art form or an outlet. Like right now, YouTube is my outlet. Something to do to express myself, sit here and talk to a camera about whatever's on my mind at the time, and I don't have to feel sorry or feel apologetic for it. I just do as I feel. If I feel like talking about the tree outside, then I talk about the trees outside. Those are the 5 things I would pick. So what would your 5 things be? Like if you were stranded on an island and you could only have 5 things, what would your 5 things be? What would your 5 makeup items be? Because you can only have 5. And so what would be the 5 that you would pick? I'm getting ready because we're going to a pumpkin patch. And I always get pictures of my husband with the kids, but I don't ever really get pictures of me with the kids. So I want I'm getting a little cute because I'm going to try and get some pictures of me and the kids today. Because, you know, they're only so small for so long. And, like, time is flying. I can't believe 6 months ago I had the twins. And I can't believe 7 years ago I had my daughter. Like, oh my goodness, where is time going? So what are some of your biggest pet peeves? For me, my biggest pet peeve would have to be when people, like, discuss you, but they don't know you. So, like, if they talk about you, but they don't really know you, that would probably be one of my biggest pet peeves. I hate when people talk about me as if they know me, but they really don't. So I don't know if my one dip challenge is going to go up before this or after this. But it was hard. Bro, it was hard. I was like, oh, Nikki Tutorials made it look so easy. Manny MUA made it look so easy. Sophia made it look so easy. I think that's her name. I can't even remember already. The original person who did it, I can't remember her name either, made it look so easy. And I'm like, I can totally do that. Like, I don't even use that much product. And then I started doing it. And I realized I don't, as far as like foundation and concealer. Bronzer, I go in. Blush, I go in. Highlight, I go in. But even that, I went a little too crazy with the highlight. And after the video, I was like trying so hard to tone her down. It was crazy. And setting spray, I go crazy. So all of those things, I was only allowed to have one little spray. And I'm like, one spray, that's all I get. One little dip, that's all I get. And you don't realize until you're like there doing it. You're like, oh, okay, this is a little harder than it looked. But I made it work. I did it. It wasn't too bad. It was better than I thought. I thought I was going to come out looking like hideous. I mean, it didn't look the greatest, but it also could have been a lot worse. I love this palette for fall. What are your favorite go-to brow products? So right now, I'm loving the Patrick Ta, like, wax stuff. This wax, the Patrick Ta brown one. Fluff this through my brows, and then I love to add a little, like, brow color, like a gel with, like a brow gel with color in it. Again, I apologize if you can hear my children. So difficult to deal with because it's not just one baby mad. When they're teething or when they're hungry or when whatever have you. So like example, today, one of my twins was super hungry. And he didn't want to wait while I was, because I normally feed them both at the same time. And Samuel did not want to wait for me to take the spoon from his mouth and pick up more food and put it in Manoa's mouth. So instead, he threw a tantrum. And he was spitting food everywhere. He is screaming, he's crying. He's like absolutely losing his marbles. So of course, I'm like, okay, let's de-escalate the situation. And I take Manoa and I put Manoa to go play. And I try to continue to feed Samuel. In doing this, Manoa now is mad because he was kind of starting to eat. And Samuel is mad because he doesn't want me to like wait. So they're mad, they're screaming. Manoa's now crawling towards me because he's mad that I put him over there to play. Samuel is mad because he's having to wait for me to put Manoa over there. He's mad because he had to wait while I'm feeding the two of them, and he didn't want to wait while I fed them both. He wanted to be the center of attention at that moment. So Samuel could not be bothered with waiting. for Manoa to eat. So I sat Manoa down. He's crawling towards us. I'm feeding Samuel, and Manoa's crying. I then get Samuel up, I shower him up, and I grab Manoa, and I'm gonna do my liner and then pop my lashes on. I'll be right back. What? So I forgot where I was at with that story. But anyway, so like one of them is always crying because like I can't take care of them, both of them at the same time always. So like today's example, to make a long story, I can't always make them happy. Like one of them's always going to be kind of upset for something. So someone's happy, someone's not happy. The lashes that I'm wearing are a lash liner, the magnetic lashes. I do like them. I don't think they're the best lashes, but I do like them. The style that I have is Los Angeles. So yeah, so there's always someone upset about something. Sometimes it's just overwhelming because like you're trying to take care of one, but one is screaming, which then triggers the other one to scream, even if he's fine, and you're like, okay, why are we all crying now? And it's just a struggle. It's a lot. I really only survive through the grace of God. So here's this chit-chatty, I'm going to the pumpkin patch with my babies. I shall throw in some footage of us at the pumpkin patch into this. And I hope you all have a wonderful, fantastic day or night or evening or morning, because it's different times all over the world. And I shall see you in my next video. Have a great one. Bye.